Let's go back and take a look at some live pictures that we are observing from Cocoa Beach, Florida. Some of those outer rain bands that Chief Meteorologist Ella Dorsey, along with Jennifer Valdez, has been telling us are starting to appear. Look at the white caps on the water. That is an indication that the wind is growing. Those waves are coming in. And Jen, as you've told us before, really the big issue here is going to be the storm surge.
Yeah, the storm surge, the rain, the winds, and it's just going to be a mess, especially for the Carolinas. Right now, it's the Florida coast that's getting hit hard. This storm not expected to make landfall on the Florida or the Georgia coast, but it's going to be just close enough that we are going to see strong winds. We're going to see heavy downpours, and it's that storm surge we're worried about as that storm gets closer and closer to the U.S. Right now, that storm is right off the coast of Florida, about 100 miles off the coast with 110-mile-an-hour winds moving to the northwest at 6 miles an hour. It'll continue to skirt along the Florida coast. Then as we head into Wednesday afternoon, so tomorrow afternoon and evening, we'll see it off the Georgia coast. Notice the eye of the storm stays over the open waters of the Atlantic, then dangerously close to Charleston and Wilmington and the Outer Banks. As this system moves on in, look at the winds. These are sustained winds. We'll see gusts higher than this, but by tomorrow afternoon, already seeing 40-mile-an-hour winds in Savannah. Those go up to 60, 70-mile-an-hour winds. By Thursday at 4 p.m., 65-mile-an-hour winds in Charleston. And then look at Hatteras by Friday afternoon. 75-mile-an-hour winds. That is more than hurricane force winds over the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Here's the timeline of when those strong winds will make their way over the area. Melbourne happening tonight. Daytona Beach, Jacksonville. We're going to see that as we head into tonight and tomorrow morning. And then as we head into Savannah and Charleston, Wednesday night into Thursday is when we'll see those tropical storm force winds. Then as we head closer to Thursday night, Friday, we'll see those winds over Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, and then into Hatteras. On top of that, very heavy rain, the heaviest downpour staying out in the ocean. But as we head into Charleston, that eye of the storm becoming very close to Charleston and the Outer Banks, where we could see well over a foot of rain. And this is just the beginning. Ella, when you look at all the things going on in the tropics, it's hard to look at.
It's crazy. Let's dive right into it right now. Take a look. Tropical Storm Fernand actually formed earlier today. I'm going to zoom in and show you this storm. It is now moving inland into Mexico, so it will not strengthen any more than it is right now, and it'll bring heavy rain to northern Mexico, but will have very little effect on us here in the United States. Tropical Depression 8 is hundreds of miles off of the coast of Africa. It is likely to stay at sea, but strengthen into a tropical storm by this time tomorrow. And looking at the tropical season, we're really entering the peak of the season. Today is September 3rd. The peak of hurricane season is September 11th, but really through this entire month, we see a lot of activity. So it's something that we're going to have to continue to watch develop. I was just showing Jennifer, one of our computer models does have another wave strengthening here in the next week or two and moving towards the United States. So we're really going to have to watch this develop. This may not be the only major hurricane that we see this season. Jen?
Yeah, and September is hot, hot, hot for tropical development, so we'll be watching closely. And again, hurricane season continues through the end of November, so we've got a long ways to go. The heat today was crazy. We got up to 94. Tomorrow's even hotter as we get up to 96 degrees. Rest of the week, plan on mid-90s. Dorian will make it a little breezy Wednesday into Thursday, but no rain here from the outer bands of Dorian. We won't get a chance of rain until Monday and Tuesday of next week.